Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode, and today we are talking about the Overkill Mac setup. You see it here behind me. I teased it in my dorm room setup video. This is the 13K, 13,300 plus pixel Mac setup. It's kind of mind-blowing. Before we start though, I did partner up with LG around this campaign. It was called #ImUltraFine. I did pick a winner, announced it over on Insta, and I'm actually flying over to LA to film his setup. I believe LG is sending over a couple monitors, so stay posted. Can't wait to meet you, and if you guys like this kind of stuff, let me know down below. I'll try to work with brands, make it happen more so I can interact, go to your guys' places, and do these crazy setups. Let's though get to the actual setup, and we'll start off first with the 5K. This is their flagship. So this lineup is built specifically for Macs, and Apple uses these monitors in their flagship stores. It's what they promote to run their accessories, their MacBooks, their iPads, so you know it has quality behind it. You can tell that immediately from, say, the unboxing experience. It's almost like you're unboxing an Apple product. It's cleaner, there's less cardboard, and I'm sure Apple has something to say about that because, you know, they're sticklers for design. The flagship 5K, you can see it's connected to my 2019 MacBook Pro. Unfortunately, this is the one that you can't daisy chain, and maybe a bit of a hack in this setup. Yeah, I've labeled it as the 13K setup, but you do need two different computers, of course. The 4Ks behind me are the only ones that you can daisy chain. This is just used as its standalone. It's 27 inches, 5120 by 2880. It covers 99% of the DCI-3 color space. It gets 500 nits of brightness, both this guy as well as the 4K behind here, and that's technically half of Apple's upcoming Pro Display XDR, but technically this is almost half the price of, say, the stand, which is $1,000. This guy runs around $12.99 US. The 4Ks are of course cheaper. I would go for this over a Pro Display XDR stand. I think most of us would agree to that. The price for Apple's monitors are kind of next level. Most people, for a dedicated, say, Mac setup, will probably be looking at these guys. You've got one Thunderbolt 3 port on the back, 94 watts. That's what's charging my MacBook Pro. Like I said, you can connect that to, say, a Mac Mini, an iPad Pro, anything with a USB-C port, and that cable management becomes so much easier, as you just need that one cable to both power, of course, the display and to charge your peripheral device. I love that. You cannot go back once you have a USB-C Thunderbolt 3 monitor. It's just not possible. To round that off, you've got 3 USB-C ports on the back, and to talk about design, you know, I wish this was made in aluminum, say like the ultra-wide monitors, maybe in, say, space gray to match your MacBook Pro. I mean, it's made for Apple stuff, it should have the same color. The only thing I would say is the rather large and chunky bezels. Not as much of an issue on the 5K because you won't be daisy chaining, but over on the 4K, when you do have them side by side, I think that makes a big difference. The 5K is the only one of the monitors with the front-facing camera, so if you are doing FaceTime over, say, your Mac Mini, this guy can support that. You don't need a standalone webcam. Do those still exist? Haven't seen one in the longest time. And I'm sure LG has worked very, very hard with Apple to get that color reproduction on point. This is the 5K. Like I said, you cannot daisy chain these. That's what the 4Ks are. Let me get those on the table. So this guy is the smaller 4K. You can see that I've got it connected to my MacBook Air. Over on the desk setup, I was able to daisy chain them. That makes it a very tough choice. Are you looking for a double monitor setup? You really have to think about how many times you look at both displays. I know that can be useful. Or are you gonna go for the larger 27-inch 5K? I myself have a very tough time choosing. I end up mostly video editing, so I am focused on one display. I don't like to get distracted, so maybe I would lean to one. Or would you be overkill like me and rock 2 different devices, have a 3-monitor display, and have a 13K setup? I'll leave, of course, links down below for you guys to check out. They should be available fairly soon. I know that you can place pre-orders in and around the September area. These are, of course, the new lineup for 2019. Like I said, built for Macs. Let me know what you guys think about these displays. Would you get these? Would you get, say, the ultra wides? Which display would you pick for your Mac? I'm curious. Can't wait to fly out to LA to meet one of you guys there. I will of course be making a vid on that setup, so make sure you stay posted. We've had a ton of back to school content. I know that summer is winding down. Spend as much time outside as you can, because before you know it, the cold weather will be back upon us. We'll catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes or vlogs. Peace.